So, got some notes here. Took some notes. Decided to have a little chat about something that has been a little bit of a topic of a discussion this week, and that has been soreness, specifically delayed onset muscle soreness. So, delayed onset muscle soreness is simply the feeling that you get in your muscles after a workout, between a few hours after your workout and up to about 2 days after your workout. So, for up to 2 days, maybe even 3 days sometimes, your body can experience this soreness after doing a strength training workout. And with these strength training workouts, basically, when you do something new, whether it's push-ups or sit-ups, squats, all these things, your body's not really used to doing. And when you do them repetitively, what ends up happening is you create these little tiny micro tears in the muscle fiber. And when you have these tiny micro tears in the muscle fiber, your body first off has an inflammatory response with the brain part with the immune system. So you have an immune response to go into your muscles and kind of like chew up all these little damages to try to make everything fit back together. So your immune system's working overtime. We talked about this before, and that immune system response that elevates your internal temperature, that basically helps you burn more calories while you're at rest. And then as you build more muscle, you burn more calories throughout the day. So this soreness, this delayed onset muscle soreness is, it's indicative of a workout. It's not indicative of a great workout, a good workout, a bad workout. It just means mostly that you just worked out. A lot of times that actually means that you had a workout that focused on eccentric movements. Eccentric movements would be, let's say you're doing a biceps curl. So you do the curl this way, and then you nice and slow control it back down the whole way down. And then you pull it up, and then nice and slow and control the whole way down. That's what you would be doing if you were focusing on eccentric phase of movement. So that's your negatives, right? You guys have heard people talk about negatives before. So if you're doing a negative focused workout, this might actually be the reason why you're getting soreness. Another reason that you might get soreness is if you're doing something that is completely new to you, or maybe something that you haven't done recently. So if you guys have been pretty sedentary for the past few years, you might notice that just doing squats. Squats are, that's one of the cores of my workouts. I always try to put some kind of leg movement in there if it's a full body day or if it's a leg day, unless it's like legs push. What's up, Felix? How you doing tonight? Good to see you dropping in. I'm just talking about soreness. We've been having a lot of guys have some soreness this week, so you just hang out, chat, watch, see what's going on, what I'm talking about with soreness. And we're going to go ahead and start this. There we go. Cool. So, so if you're doing exercises that you haven't done recently, you will actually end up having a little bit of soreness because of whatever reason your legs don't want to do the movement. So you'll actually find that you'll get some soreness in your quads. You might get some soreness in your knees, maybe in your glutes. So if it's something you haven't done before or something you haven't done recently, you'll get soreness for both of those reasons. Last one is if you do an exercise that stretches you when the muscle is already long, all right? So what that means is if you're in a position like this and you're doing straight, so your bicep is already long in its position. And let's say you're just doing a lateral raise with your palms facing the ceiling, right? You can't really see this because my hands, here, we'll try to move back a little bit. Let's say your hands go all the way down to your sides, and then still staying neutral, your hands go straight up to the ceiling like you're trying to push the ceiling together. That's going to really, really work your bicep because in this position, your bicep's already very long, right? So up here, we're working the bicep, we're working brachialis. So there's brachialis, which is deep to the bicep, and then the bicep, which is just a two-headed portion that goes to the top of your humerus and then up into your shoulder. That also makes your arm go like this. So if you're doing exercises that stretches you when you're already, your muscle's already long, that's also going to give you a lot of this delayed onset muscle soreness. So what to do if you end up with delayed onset muscle soreness? You're going to be sore. So you're going to rest yourself. You're not going to work that muscle out as much. You might want to ice it for up to 20 minutes at a time. And if you have if it's like your upper body, you have a compression shirt. Compression shirt would be like a tank top or a t-shirt that's really tight and constrictive. Under Armour makes something like that. Nike makes something like that. You pull one of those shirts on. First off, it helps like the blood flow to the surface because you're kind of pushing everything down. So it's going to make you a little bit warmer. It's going to make you feel like you're wearing like a little like a papoose or something like that. You're going to feel like you're swaddled. So that's going to help you out a little bit, make you feel a little bit warmer in those muscles. So that's your compression. But you're going to rest it. You got to let it rest for a day or two. If you're feeling, let's say you worked out your chest and tries. You did all your push muscles on Monday. On Tuesday, first off, you're not going to work those muscles again on Tuesday. If you're going to work them on Wednesday and you still feel like you're too sore, give it an extra day. It's okay. You can give it an extra day. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. You know, Arnold wasn't built in a day. So, yeah, it's okay to rest. Just don't let it rest for like 2 weeks, right? We want to rest for 3 days tops. Once the soreness has gone away, you can go ahead and go right back into that workout. Ice it for 20 minutes at a time. So if you're like, let's say your shoulders, grab a bag of ice, a bag of peas, just go ahead and rest that on there for 20 minutes. Go ahead and freeze them, grab another one, go to the other side for 20 minutes. If you want to, you can go back and just go back and forth for like an hour. Just go, all right, cool, I'm watching TV. I'm actually doing something important to rest and recover. And then also elevate. You guys always hear about this. Let's say it was like your calves or your arms. Let's say it's your forearms that are really bothering you. Get them up above your heart. Let that drain. Let that fluid all kind of just drain down back down into your body. So it's not just sitting there pooling like it would be if you were down here at your side. Same with your legs. Get them bad boys up. Go ahead and kick back. Put your feet up. Relax, and just give yourself a little bit of time to recover. That said, you need to get back into it. If you're feeling good, if you're feeling like, oh man, this is just really sore, I'm really tight, you know, get back into it. Go get a light workout. Go grab an elliptical. Go to the gym, jump on an elliptical, get your arms moving. Like let's say your shoulders, get your arms moving. Get some blood back into those shoulders. If you don't have an elliptical, go for a vigorous walk and try to pump your arms. If you're still working on your shoulders, even if it's your legs, go try to get that vigorous walk in to promote the blood flow, warm the tissues, and allow for that effective strolling and recovery and rolling after you do that workout. So let's say we go out, we do like a 15, 20-minute walk. And then once you're done with your walk, your muscles are feeling a little bit better, stretch. You absolutely want to stretch at that point. That's the best time to make those changes happen. I remember specifically for myself, this one time I was having like 2 months, I was having pain in my knee. And it was my left knee. I remember this like it was yesterday. But yet it was like 5 years ago. So having pain in my left knee, and it was so bad I was limping around. I was actually working at a high intensity interval type gym where you know, I had to go and demonstrate the workout. So I was demonstrating the workouts pretty poorly, just because my knee was bothering me for like a month or two. And finally one day it was starting to feel a little bit better. I used a tool to help take some pressure off my knee. So there's this, I don't know where it's at. It's a strap. It kind of looks like a sweatband. You guys have seen guys wear them on their forearms or like around their elbow somewhere to take a little bit of pressure off their elbow. You've also seen wear them around the knees, and that's the one I have. It goes underneath the kneecap around the patellar tendon, and it took just enough pressure off that I could actually get a good workout and put a lot of blood into the muscle and get a lot of heat in the muscle too. And when I had that heat in the muscle, afterwards I was able to foam roll. I was able to use my foam roller and stretch to get the muscle feeling how it needed to feel. It actually loosened everything right up like that. So once that was all loosened up, and the knee pain resolved almost immediately. And now I want you guys to really kind of take that forward and think about that. So if there's an issue that you're having, go ahead and roll it out. You know, warm it up, roll it out, stretch it, get it moving, because otherwise you're just going to sit there and you're going to continue to have that pain. So again, a couple examples that you could be using to make these happen, make these stretches happen, so you have an effective stretching or rolling session is warming up with an elliptical, getting a good workout on an elliptical or on a rower. I call it MAP 10. That's just your maximum aerobic performance. MAP 10 means that you're going really easy. Like you could do that for 10 hours, right? And then as you go lower, 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 map 9, 8, 7, 6, maximum aerobic performance is what you can do in a shorter period of time, 7, 6, 10, go down to that 1 minute. What's your maximum aerobic performance you can do in 1 minute? So that's where I go with where this map 1 through 10 comes from. So map 10, something you could do like for a couple hours at a time. Just real nice and steady, slow rowing. If you have a rower, just something that's really, really nice and easy that you can maintain for a long time, that you can actually use a nice slow workout to get the shoulders warmed up, the hips warmed up, the legs warmed up, the core warmed up. And that's what's going to help you get to this level of warmth of body readiness to make these changes through stretching and rolling. As you might have seen today, guys, on the Facebook group, I went ahead and posted up a couple of the old videos that I had from like a month or two ago of foam rolling and of using that ball that I've got. It's right over there. It's a little 5-inch. It's called the Orb. Let me just grab it for you guys so you can see it. There we go. So it's called the Orb right there. The Orb. It is from ProTech Athletics. It's actually $17.95 or something like that. It was $20 when I bought it, so it went down a couple bucks on Amazon. And it's for getting in the shoulders. I talked about it with some of you guys this week. You get it up in here, directly underneath the collarbone, and then you'll see, like, if you feel around, you feel right here in your sternum, and then your collarbone's right here. So you got your clavicle, you got the sternum, and you got pec major. If you're having shoulder pains, a lot of times it comes from the shoulder internally rotating. So this is external rotation where your palm turns this way. I don't know if you guys can see that all right. So your palm's this way. Your humerus goes into external rotation. So when your pec is tight, when pec major is tight, your shoulder goes into internal rotation this way. And you can see my hand, the back of my hand, or even the palm of my hand going the other way. And everything is real tight in here. So you have to get in here and grind in here with this roller to get the shoulder to open back up. And when the shoulder opens back up, that helps to resolve a lot of that shoulder pain. But guys, we live in the States. We live in Philadelphia. A lot of you guys that I've talked to are in trucks or cars all day. Like if you're working as a salesman, you're in your car. If you're working as a construction worker, you're in your truck. Or if you're at a desk, you're right here. You're working on your laptop or your desktop. Click, 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 right? Or you get home and where's it at? You grab the remote and you go doot, 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 doot. You're sitting there on the couch like this. Cool. Couch. Clicker, clicker, clicker. Or, like most everybody, you're on your phone. There's the phone. You sit there like this all day. What that does is that shortens these muscles. And as these muscles shorten from being like this all day, then you end up having posture like this. And your upper back is arched or hunched over. So you feel like this. And everything's kind of like, in this tight, short position in the front. And we need to stretch that out. So that also comes from that warming those muscles up, pushing, doing a lot of these pushing, whether it's doing push-ups or just using the elliptical and making sure you focus on that push portion of the elliptical to get these muscles moving. So with all this, you want to, after your workouts, stretch and foam roll. Now, if you're in intense pain, don't go. Don't work out. We just talked about this. Rest. Take that time. You can't really work out effectively if you're in intense pain. There are options though. So if you're in intense pain in your shoulders, can you squat? Do you think you could go for a walk? Do you think you could do, leg press? Do you think you could use leg extension machines? Do you think you could use all the machines at the gym to get a good leg workout in? Do you think you could do ab workouts? Do you think you could do isolated arm movements? Maybe do triceps in the tricep machine where your shoulders aren't being forced to work. You just stay locked in place and you do machine work. This is what happens when you're injured and you go to physical therapy. It's a lot of the reasons why these guys at the physical therapy offices use machines, because you can control the range of motion without putting other joints in a bad position. So you can absolutely work out when you have this crazy soreness. Just don't work out the muscle that's sore. So we're not going to do push-ups. We're not going to do overhead press. We're not going to do all those things that you guys like doing, but those are usually the things that end up causing that pain in the first place. So rest that muscle. Let the rest of the body work out. keep eating healthy, and walk more. And even Danny this week said he was out. He was walking 4 miles. He did 16 laps at his local school, and he actually called you guys out. So if you guys are local to Danny, go find him because he's huffing through his laps over there. He's actually made so much progress in the past week. He started last Saturday, and this week he was having a tough time last week getting up to the top of the steps of the art museum. This week he made it up. He wasn't hurting, but he was huffing a little bit, but he was hurting last week. This week he was just huffing a little bit. Took him straight up, he came straight back down. So, these changes happen real quick, guys. So you just got to do it. You got to do the work. You got to start today. If you haven't done it already, get in, do the work, log those workouts, and log your meals. So keep eating healthy, keep doing your workouts, walk more. And last but not least, guys, don't use muscle soreness as an indicator of your workouts, the efficacy. That basically, like, that's the easiest word to use. Is how effective your workout was is not indicated by being sore afterwards. So you can be sore, like I said before at the beginning, just by doing the eccentrics, by doing new exercises you haven't done in a while. So there's all these different reasons why the soreness happens, and it doesn't mean that you had a good workout. So what you'll see that means you had a good workout is when you have strength increases over time, right? So if you're using, let's say you're doing curls with 15 pounds and you're able to get like 12 today. Cool, great. 15 pounds, 12 for 15 pounds, that's good. That's really good. Now, you're going to watch that and say, all right, 12 felt easy. Like in a couple of weeks, you're like, dude, 12 felt easy. I'm going to do 15 for 13, 14, 15. And then that's going to be your new hard. And then you're like, all right, cool, I'm going to 17 and a half. And then 17 and a half might be like, all right, I can get 12 again. All right, cool, we're doing 12. And then you're going to go to 20. And you're like, all right, got 12 again. Cool. And then now it's like 12, it's 13, it's 14, it's 15. That's an indicator that you're getting a good workout, that your workout's being effective, is that your strength is going up as indicated by, one, using proper form. So your curl, remember guys, curl's not from here to here, and it's not from here to here. Your curl is the whole range of motion of that muscle. You want to be able to be down and then all the way up and squeeze. Now, if you're just going like this, you're only using part of the range of motion, right? If you're only going like this, you're only using part of the range of motion. So I want you guys to always remember, make sure that you use that full range of motion, because that's another way that you can help find out if you're making progress. Because your muscles, if you're doing your curls this far, your muscles are a lot stronger there than it is from here to here. Okay? So use that full range of motion every single time. And you'll see when that weight starts getting lighter and lighter because you're getting stronger, you go up to the next size. You just keep using that full range of motion. And as a bonus, as a big bonus, using full range of motion is scientifically proven to promote and increase muscle size. Okay? So if you can be doing crazy heavy weights, partial range of motion, and it's less effective at growing your muscle than using a lighter weight over the full range of motion. Okay? So what that means is the more you're able to do in the full range of motion means you're going to grow your muscles, which when you grow your muscles, you're going to increase your metabolism. And as you increase your metabolism, you're able to process more calories. Okay? So you're going to say, all right, cool, I'm going to put on a pound of muscle. My body's going to need 15 more calories per day. All right? So your body's going to be more metabolically active, which means you can actually eat a little more food, which at the end of the day, that means like, that's an extra burger. Well, maybe not an extra burger. Maybe it's a like extra handful of chips. Maybe it's something else that you really like, but maybe you're looking forward to that ice cream. So maybe it's that ice cream that you're looking forward to. So, use that full range of motion, get as much out of your workout as you can, because you're just like doing half the work and getting a quarter of the benefits if you're doing this, as opposed to going full range of motion the whole way through. And so strength is going to increase over time. Your reps are going to increase at the same weight. And then the most important thing, guys, is you're going to see the changes in the mirror. You're going to see that your pants are fitting looser. You're going to see that all of a sudden, like, you're going to start seeing muscles that you never saw before. You're going to start feeling better. You're going to start feeling lighter on your feet. You're going to it makes the changes overall. So, or when you make the changes overall, that's when you know that you're getting an effective workout, not because you're sore. So That's all I got about soreness today. So I'm going to turn this over to Felix. Felix, how you feeling, man? Let's see if I can get your mic turned on. How you feeling, Felix? Hey, Felix, you hear me? Is that a no? All right. Hey, Felix, you want to ask your question?
Yeah, she's trying to. But she had it.
All right.
Actually, she's trying to figure out.
No worries. Felix is busy. He's at least he was watching something. He got some information out of it. Guys, if you have any questions for me, you absolutely post up in the chat below. Let me know. I'm going to get this. Felix, if you're listening still, I'm going to have this posted to the Facebook page in short order. But if you guys have any questions about soreness, about recovery, about foam rolling, about this or any of the other foam rolling tools that are available to you, let me know. That's it for me today, guys. I'll talk to you all soon. I'll try Felix one more time. Hey, Felix, you back, bud?
Okay, sir.
Yo, buddy, you there? Nope. All right, guys. Have a great Sunday night. I will talk to you all this week, and let's go crush this week. Good job today. Great job this week, guys. I'll talk to you all soon.